All right, peace, what up? This is a little impromptu. First and foremost, hopefully the most on your house, I was blessing y'all day. This is a little impromptu, a little bit, but I want to talk about this because I was thinking about this earlier, like in the shower, which is weird, but about the whole misconception. I guess we could go into things about this because a lot of times Judges 5:11, about people. A lot of people think it's about like the holy days or the feast days, but that's not what it's about, man. Because honestly, though, thinking about it, let's look at it real quick, man. Because honestly, let's look at this, man. Because all this rehearse just means to tell again, man. It's like, but I was just thinking about this, though, man. Let's get Judges chapter 5 and verse 11 real quick. It says, "Then they that be delivered from the noise of the archers and of drawing waters, they shall rehearse the righteous acts and of the Lord, and even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of the villages in Israel. Then shall all the people go down to the gate." So see, and this was a song of Deborah and Barak. This was a song. But let's go to Exodus chapter 17, 14. It says, "And the Lord said unto Moses, write a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua. I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek under heaven." So yeah, ooh, and this is prophetic as well, because then it's saying the law that we will have continued wars with Amalek, and and of course, even to this day, Amalek to this day, so yeah, so that's another thing. That's another story for another day. That's something else. But yeah, man. But simply rehearsing righteous acts is pretty much like Joel 1-3, passing down the word, pretty much. But also too, like how we rehearse our righteous acts. Part of it is reading the book of Acts, like the acts of the righteous, acts of the apostles, stuff like that. Like that's rehearsing the righteous acts. Is simply reading it. That right there, and that's not all what it is. It's just passing down. Let's get Joel 1-3, but that's part of like rehearsing righteous acts. I was just thinking about that. Like, oh yeah, like you read that. That's actually like reading the book of Acts and what they did. That's really to tell them again, passing the word down. Let's get Joel 1-3, man. But because that rehearses means to tell again, and that thing was a song. So I just wanted to get into that real quick because that was just thought about it real quick. And I get it. Why, scripture, I understand it. Like, especially first coming in the word, I understand why it's like even said that way, like rehearse the righteous acts and rehearsing, but I understand it, but that's not what that's talking about. Though. I understand the perspective though, man. But yeah, man, I ain't talk about this in a minute. But the first brothers that really pointed out years ago was Judah, Mac, and Masharati from Travelers. But now, so I was just thinking about this. Joel chapter 1 verse 3. It says, "Tell your children, and let your children tell their children, and their children tell another generation." So see, yeah, that's just pretty much passing on the word, man. The crazy thing is, I was watching this. I think I told y'all about this movie before. I mean, told y'all this before. It's crazy that actually 40 years ago I was watching a King David movie, and Richard Gere was King David, which is crazy to me. But anyway, but he in the movie, like they had a Levitical priesthood, Levitical priest read the story of Jacob to David, man. So that's part of it, like rehearsing righteous acts or just passing the word down, man. So and also reading the book of Acts, something like that, or just reading the whole book, of the just the word, man. Righteous and man, focus on especially the righteous acts, man. Of course, folks read the word in totality, of course, man. So because it's for our learning, man. But I just want to talk about this in a minute, man. It's crazy, man. I'm sitting here watching Back to the Future, right, and I'm just thinking about Isaiah 46:10, man. He tells the end from the beginning, man. That's kind of is what it is, man. Because people, I remember, I'm just me digressing a little bit, because I remember, when I first, first couple years when I ended the word, something like that, because a brother asked me at my job, he, this one I was kind of, not spiritually mature, still trying to spiritually mature, but he was asking me his time travel in the word, and I was like, what? Because it is too, and it actually is, but to be honest with you, because he tells you the end from the beginning, and different time periods, even to now, the past, the present, and the future. So yeah, but it is too. People that's the spirit of the signs and wonder type of thing. People wanted the time travel to actually be like something like Back in the Future or Bill and Ted. No, the Most High tells you from the end, from the beginning, and it tells you different, from the past, the present, and the future, man. So I don't know, man. I just wanted to say that too, man, because that's probably my mind. But anyway, it's a little impromptu, but hopefully it's edifying for y'all brothers and sisters. So peace.